Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. Somebody sent me this logo and they want to engrave it on a black tumbler. I actually personally think it would look fine because everything in black would be silver and everything in yellow would be black because it wouldn't touch it. But this is what they want and they said it was perfect. And for the one I'm doing it for, she thought my letters were a little thicker on this tagline, but I don't think they are. Now, this is one of those things that you would think you could just reverse the colors, but there's only one color. So this thing is real small. So we're going to set our nudge factor on 2. And as always, I'm going to make a duplicate and move it over because I want to be able to, I want the original so I know what I'm looking at. And I'm actually going to move this, which is a no-no, but I want it side by side. And also on this particular font, I took that away. There's probably a way you could keep that, but I think this is going to look clearer. I don't know that those lines are so little they might burn away. And also there's 2 different colors of black. If we take this and that's a CMYK, well, let me go up to Object and Group and ungroup it. And if we click, I have to click off the item. And I need to just take the yellow box away. I can see 2 different shades of black. And I can't really see it now, but almost like there's a little line. So I'm going to click on that and it's CMYK K100. Like maybe it's not, maybe I'm confused, but that doesn't really matter. So I'm going to ungroup that. Well, you know what? I don't have to, yeah, I do. I'm going to go to Arrange and Group and ungroup it. And then I'm going to left click, right click, and get the outline. Now, you can kind of see its thick lines and looks terrible. So I'm going to select it all. And if your hairline doesn't come up, hit F12 on your keyboard and make it a hairline. And because of this video, I'm going to actually make it red so I can tell the difference between the black and what we need to do. So I don't see what I'm talking about. There's like 3 lines there. What I'm going to do is take my Smart Fill tool and just fill in the center of these words. Now, she can try to play around with this if she thinks she can get it done, but I just think the little bitty lines are going to, so all I'm doing is making the font one font, and I'm just filling it in with black. And I'm nudging it to the right with my right arrow key. And that's what the font's going to look like. Of course, later on, we're going to want it white. So I'm going to Control G to group that. Now I'm going to get rid of that font. You know what? I'm going to take away, either that or I'm going to go click on my yellow, go to Arrange, and I'm going to lock it. That way, when I click on, I won't get the yellow box. So I'm just going to delete the text. Well, I moved it. Let's go to Arrange. Nope, that ain't going to work. Let's see if we can't just click on that. It's not letting me. Nope. Let's go to, I don't like that whatsoever, but I think it's going to work. Just get rid of that. Get rid of those lines in that font. And now, everything that's black or everything in yellow needs to be black over here. So I'm actually going to start with the Smart Fill tool. I'm going to fill in that, and I'm going to fill in that. I'm going to fill in that line that should leak to the other part. Nope. Well, so what I need to do before I go too much further, yeah, see, that's just I'm going to fill that in, but before I need to do that, I need to take my font and I'm going to left click, right click, And see, she must draw in, or they must draw in 5 points. I always draw in half points, and this is the reason why. Now I'm going to nudge that back over. So everything that is yellow needs to be black. Well, that would have worked then. Yeah, I was just wrong. So let's take those fonts and just make them black by left clicking. I'm going to go ahead and take away the outline of that particular item. So now our font is black. And I'm going to go ahead and go the outside here and fill that in. And so that's where I was confused. I'm going to just fill in this. Now there's going to be a lot of parts. So this is clear. So I'm going to turn that in, or not turn it in, just turn it into black. And I'm going, it's a little bit difficult when you're looking and you must have a leak. Oh, there we go. So everything yellow needs to be black now. So let's go through here. And I did have a problem with a couple of these little sections, and I don't know what was really going on. And if you see, there's like 2 lines of that. Doesn't really matter right now, but we're going to go ahead and fill that in and watch this. Well, it did work that time. Now, I do not know why the text, some of the inner lines are thicker, but if we click on it, it says it's a hairline. I do not understand that because this is a hairline, but it doesn't matter. So I'm going to go through here now, and we got little bitty black squares. I probably don't have to do the whole thing, but I'm just going to. And take these squares and fill them in with black. Now the red looks funny, but it's helping me. Now here's one of those ones that won't smart fill. So I'm just going to go over here and turn it black. Now I'm going to go ahead and fill these in with black, and some of them might do the same thing. See, it's not, I don't know what's causing that. There, see, some of them work and some of them aren't. I've never seen that before. So I can shift select these 4 or 5. And turn them black. There we go. Still one more. So instead of smart filling, I'm just doing it. Now the flag, and also the ace, I'm going to take away I don't know why the aces, it worked perfect over here. We might have to just replace that ace. So this is white, so it needs to be black, or this is yellow, so it needs to be black. So we're going to take the Smart Fill tool, and there it went. I think that'll work once we take away the line. And then you just hit these lines, which is just the opposite. Now, some of there's another, well, I guess it did work. Now, some of these stars will fill in and some of them won't. Like that will not fill in. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to try to, let's see if this works. I'm going to get the freehand pick tool, and I'm going to try to freehand all these stars. Holding down the Alt key. I'm not going to get them all, I see that. But I've got most of them selected, and then I'm going to turn them black. Well, that didn't work because I got off the scale, so maybe just forget that, because they're really so close together. Just use the pick tool. Now, once again, I've got to go to yellow to get off my pick tool, and then I can click on that star and make it black. But what I can do is I can take the pick tool and I can select that, hold down the shift, just select, and so you got 4, and you can see it down here, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I wouldn't do them all in case you mess up. So click in your yellow because the yellow is locked. And if you mess up and don't hit one, you can always go back. This is probably the most tedious part, but just hold down your shift key. The shift key continues grouping what you're picking every time. We're almost there. A couple more. So I'm going to click on the yellow to get away from the pick tool. Holding down the shift key. And you can just see it making the bounding box bigger. And I don't think I got them all. Maybe so. Keep our fingers crossed. No, we didn't get that one. This is really pretty easy once you kind of figure out what's going on. Now we need to make this will be black. And the letters. Now the letters kind of look like they aren't going to work. But see how thick that is? And for some reason it's showing up a hairline. But in a lot of the videos, it goes past that thick line and it makes it like a hairline. So I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool, and I don't know why. I might research that later if I figure it out, why that is like that. But just take the Smart Fill tool, fill that in, and see how it's making the line, the red line thinner because it's going, you know, all lines are really hairlines until you make it an object. Come on. And see, there's a little bit of a double line. So I don't know, another double line. But when we take all those lines away, we'll be good to go. And see, it looks like it's filling it in, and see how it goes there. And I've got a red line that we might have to look at. Well, there's a lot more letters than I was thinking. And just be careful, because you hit off of it, it'll fill in a bunch. Then you'll have to back up, and sometimes it takes a long time. We're almost there. See, there's another line. I don't know what that is. Now, his optical lens is dark in the middle and white or yellow on the outside. So we're going to do just the opposite. Make it like that. And then fill in these little bitty dots. The only thing I have left to do is, because we took, now see, there's another one won't fill in. So just grab it. Now, I don't know what that line is supposed to be. Tell you what I can do is nudge that out of the way and grab that red line and delete it. And then if I can find my nudge and put it back. Now, it's going to look a lot better when we take away the red hairline. I just need to make sure, well, there's 3 more right there we got to get. And see those filled in, 1 more there. And from experience, I knew that one wasn't going to do that. So you've got to kind of click on it and then fill it in with black. But see all the double lines? So I think we got it the way we want it. Now what we're going to do is take this line and nudge it out of the way. And take that line and nudge it out of the way. And we're going to select the whole thing. And we're going to right click, no outline. And look at that. So now everything's clear, clean. The red lines, I must have missed that right there. Let's back up here. Yep. I need to do one more thing. And let's see if these will smart fill. Yes. I don't know why. I've never seen that before. Something that wouldn't smart fill. I need to figure that out. There's got to be a reason. There we go. Now select it all and right click your mouse, no outline. Now the reason I move these out of the way, we don't need that line. And that line is together, so we're going to go to Arrange, break the curve apart, and we're going to just grab the outside line. We can't have it a hairline, so we're going to make it a little thicker, maybe like 3 points. That's too thick, maybe 1.5 points, and make it black. And you don't have to have that, but it's doing the opposite of what we had. I think it looks pretty good. And see, the A came out perfect. You know, there's a little bit of cleanup you could do, but on a, Yeti top cup, how close is it going to be? And I believe that it's not any thicker. It just looks like it is. So now everything that black is going to be silver. So it's going to be, all this is going to be, all the yellow is going to be black. All the wordage in his top hat, and these lines will not be engraved off. Anyway, kind of a fun project. Hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.